do your taxes, prepare for the exam, do the workout, or even a nice stuff as organizing your vacation, and you often go like, nah, not now, I'll do it in 10 minutes, I'll do it right after I finish watching this YouTube video. I don't feel like doing it today, I'm too tired. I'll do it first thing tomorrow. I need to take my dog out, feed my cat, clean the house, do the dishes, read all my junk mail, check out that interesting article about the woman who found a hat in a tree. What? Whatever is better than doing the right, important thing. Can you relate? I bet some of you can. I personally don't struggle to take on the tasks at work, even if I don't feel like, but when it comes to private life, it's very difficult to maintain the same approach all the time. As I see it, it has something to do with the fact that at work, the goals are clearly defined. We know why we are doing whatever we are doing, what are the deadlines, and how to get the job done. If that's not enough, there might be also somebody waiting for our input, we want to be accountable, or, there are bills to pay. So this is pushing us to finish the tasks. In private life, however, it's many times different. We dream a lot, but often we fail to turn those dreams into goals. And even if we do, those goals, they have problems too. They are not specific enough, they are overwhelming, scary, many times they are linked to an event that has a result in a form of either or, and the flexible self-imposed deadlines are not helping it at all. But yet we know that we should work towards those goals, and if we don't, we feel guilty, frustrated, and disappointed. Hello everyone, thanks for stopping by, Michal here. I'm an engineering leader working in automotive, and the idea for this channel is to focus on productivity, teamwork, and self-development. Alright, so let's get it done. Welcome back. Know your enemy. Procrastination is what's happening when you are supposed to work on something important, but you end up doing something completely else and you delay that important task until the very last moment. Once I realized that I'm procrastinating, I have decided to look up some quick fixes and solutions for how to overcome procrastination. This was, however, not helping me on the long run because I was treating the symptoms but not addressing the underlying root cause. The important question for me to answer was not how or what to do, but why am I procrastinating and what is the mechanism behind it. After some research, this is what I came up with. I was trapped in a think and feel loop. That's basically a pattern where the thoughts are triggering feelings, and those feelings are reinforcing the thoughts, and they are then feeding the feelings, and there it goes, like this, all the time, same thing. Some months ago, I got the idea to start my YouTube channel. I figured that it would be nice to share my experiences, knowledge, organize my thoughts, and also maybe help the other people out. Since a long time, I wanted to get better at video making, storytelling, and this would be a great opportunity also to track my life and look back in some years' time and have a good laugh, whatever. So I got really excited at first, and then I started to think. And thinking can be dangerous, and in my case, it definitely didn't help because I ended up procrastinating about publishing this very first YouTube video. I was afraid to fail. The video will have no value, I'm no expert, and what happens if I say something wrong? This video will suck from technical quality perspective as well from the content perspective. I don't have the best gear, and also I'm not the best public speaker or storyteller. I was already thinking what my family, friends, and the audience will think about me, despite the fact that I had 0 seconds recorded. There was nothing tangible to hold on to. This is my side hustle, there is no real deadline, and there are too many distractions. There is always more to know about how to start a YouTube channel, more to know about procrastination, habits, about the gear you need to use, and all that kind of stuff around it. Alright, I could go on like this for another 5 minutes, but you got the point. I told myself, hey, let's take a week more, or maybe 2, research the topic deeper, and then in 2 weeks, you'll be all set and good to go. And so I did. I did research more, and I spent more time on figuring out how to start a YouTube channel, and it felt good. It fed me with this feeling of immediate gratification, but I was not doing anything. I didn't get any closer to publish this video. That's where the dark magic happened. Thoughts of not knowing enough produced feelings of fear to fail, not to provide value, make myself look silly, and more I felt insecure, more thoughts popped up to fill the gaps. So it was very difficult to get started. So how did I get moving? I consider myself as a down-to-earth, rational guy, and basic understanding of this cognitive, emotive, think and feel loop, whatever you name it, helped me to move on. I reflected on my excuses, accepted the flaws, and got rid of perfectionism. I'm not an expert, and I don't claim to be one. I'm just starting, and failure is part of the process. I'm gonna learn from my mistakes, and hopefully next time I'm gonna do a bit better. Anyway, statistically, there is a very low chance that somebody will watch it, and I cannot impact what the others think, so why even bother? Let's just focus on this video and make the next one slightly better. My ultimate goal is to become a better person, leader, and professional. And as a bit of cliche is always good, there is a nice quote from Les Brown, which can always cheer up. And the quote goes like this: you don't have to get started. You do have to get started actually. Wrong. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. After this self-reflection part, I fortunately came across to some really elegant and simple explanation, and that's the motivation equation from Pierce Steele. The formula looks like this. Motivation equals to expectancy times value divided by impulsiveness times delay. Basically what it means is that if you want to boost your motivation, you need to make the task easy with interesting reward, where in the same time you should limit the distractions and reduce the time needed to complete the task. If you, however, make the task difficult, reward completely uninteresting, you allow lots of distractions to happen and the deadline is far away, you are very likely to kill your motivation. This can lead to already mentioned disappointment, guilt, and frustration. Understanding of this super simple concept can be very powerful because it allows you to leverage the right variables. Here are some of the techniques I would recommend you to try. 1. Understand how do you operate and figure out your why. We are all different and whatever works for me will not work for everyone, but I think when you get to know yourself a bit better, you can leverage the right stuff that will work for you. 2. Start to remove the sentences like I don't feel like, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it later, from your vocabulary, as long as you can perform that particular task in that moment. 3. Desmond Tutu once said, there is only one way to eat an elephant, a bite at a time. Break your tasks into smaller and smart ones, where SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. 4. Minimize the distractions and prepare your environment for the activity. Here I would recommend to check out the 5S method. 5. There is this 2-minute rule from David Allen, where he says that basically every task that can be done within 2 minutes should be done immediately. 6. 5-minute rule, 7-minute rule, 10-minute rule, doesn't matter how you call it. Just do the activity for the defined amount of the time, and once the time is up, you are free to stop. The main point is that small task at hand doesn't seem so scary to the brain, and it doesn't treat it as a threat anymore. You're also more likely to carry on because the hardest part about doing something is just to start. 7. Last but not least, probably the most important thing to do, put systems at work. Automatize your behavior and fight procrastination with a good habit. Okay, we are through, and if you made it that far, thanks a lot, kudos to you, and see you next time.